warn my viewers. I mean, I told them yesterday during the live, but
Yeah.
I typically just go live. just I just go live. I don't even be warning them. They always get mad at me. They're like, why didn't you tell us you were live? Like, I don't understand why you don't do that. I was like, I'm really
and
not
then
good at this stuff. Like, you guys
and
think
they
I'm
just
so good at this.
then they just randomly find out that, oh, Manny's live again.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens. But they typically don't know when I'm live or not.
Oh, so you never warned anyone.
No. So when I do promote the live, like I'm gonna go live tomorrow, so on and so forth. It's cool because they're usually waiting. Like, I usually create the
Well,
stream.
yeah, of course.
You know how you create the stream and then pretty much just they join in and they're
Yeah,
talking and
yeah.
stuff like that. That's usually what happens. I was like, I need to start doing that more often, but I just really
Well, yeah,
not
I
that I
was
don't
saying
not that I don't care. I'm just not that
no, but
invested. Like as you know
that's
what I
like
mean. I'm just
zero marketing, and you just
hmm
fully trust your fan base. It's
yeah,
like they'll be
zero
there
marketing.
anyhow. Like,
Somebody will be there. I don't even care if it's just like 10 of us that we have a good time,
oh
you
yeah, of
know.
course. Yeah, sure.
But the
Sure.
last time I did that, the last time I actually promoted it and what you call it? Last time I actually like had the stream up ready before I even got there, there
Yeah.
was like it was that stream was like we had like 300 people in that stream. I was like, oh, I need to start doing that
Wow.
more often. I was
Oh
like, I need
yeah.
to just
And then you just did it that once. You were like, oh, that was cool.
I did it. I think I did it twice. Yeah, I did it twice.
Oh yeah, no,
It
but
was
it's a good idea because then you can build the anticipation of it, and people are just happy to, come see you.
oh no, this is
Yeah.
this is this is common sense. I just don't do it. I don't know what's wrong. You don't even have to tell me why it's beneficial. Like I understand why it is. It's like I still don't do it. It's really I'm a special kind of stupid. Like I don't know why I don't do
Yeah, but I mean,
it.
this has been working out for you anyways.
No, it has been.
Regardless.
somehow, somehow it has been. Yeah, somehow it has been working out. I'm trying to see if I'm
Uh,
live right now. I don't think
I
I'm
think
live. Am I
so.
live?
Well, I can see. I think that it's live. It's been live for the past 2 minutes and 40 seconds or something. Wait.
I'm saying I'm looking on YouTube and I don't
Yeah, I'm
see my
trying to
live.
check out on the computer too.
Yeah,
Um.
I don't think I'm actually live on the computer.
Oh no,
I
yeah,
thought I thought I could just do it from the Streamlabs. I'm StreamYard. That's usually how I do it. But
yeah. No, yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it
no,
on
right?
YouTube. No,
Yeah, no.
I.
Somebody would have joined by now.
Yep. Well, you didn't say anything. I was the only one who did a story about this, and
I think
you
I
just
I think I
reposted it.
just
You
reposted.
literally
Yeah.
you were like, oh good, Lisa did something. I don't have to do nothing anymore. I'll just
No,
repost the story.
I literally just reposted it.
Oh
That
yeah, yeah.
is
That's so lazy, man.
oh my god, it's so terrible. You have no idea. Hold on. I think I figured out why. I tell my followers all the time I'm not good at this kind of stuff. That's why. Okay, here it goes. It was unlisted on YouTube. It needed to be public. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's live now. So we'll see. Let me see.
So they come just out of pity because they want to help. Because poor you don't know how to do it.
It's like he doesn't know what he's doing, guys. Let's
No.
help him out. Am I live yet? Do you see it yet?
I'm not seeing anything right now.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, whoop. I think so. I think it's all good.
You see it? No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I
You-
I see only you
Where?
on the stream. It's Potting with a Go, Lisa in Life, episode 3, and it's just you.
Am I on?
Well, yeah, but I'm not.
Oh, you're not on.
No.
Oh, why not?
I don't know. Is Ashley saying she sees me, or does she say she sees you?
I think she's saying she only sees me. Do you guys see Lisa? No, they don't see Lisa. I just went to it.
No, no, I don't see me.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I gotta end that stream because I don't know what that is then.
Yeah, it's just you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, special kind of stupid. Yes. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to end this stream. Sorry to. What's up, guys? I'll be right back. I gotta go get. I gotta go get Lisa. Yeah. I have to go find Lisa. She's lost. She's missing.
I'm just lost somewhere in YouTube, right?
Oh my god. All right.
Oh, Jamaica's there.
Jamaica's there.
Yeah, I interviewed her the other day.
Oh really?
Yeah, she has a great life story.
Okay, this one. But oh, that one's unlisted. Okay. 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 You guys see Lisa yet? All right, we're back.
Am I
I think
there?
I think it's
Can people
working
see
now.
me? Yeah?
It has to be working because if not, then I really need help.
I don't, I don't know.
Hey James, what's up? Yeah, James has officially confirmed that we are here.
Oh, we both are?
Yeah, we're here. We're both here. All right.
Okay. Hi,
We made
everyone.
it. We made
Oh,
it.
yay.
What's up, y'all? So it's just us and James for now. What's up, James? I I don't know if I can actually pin.
Are you
Hi, I
sure
hear and
that
see you
people are
both.
seeing
Yeah.
me?
Yep. They're saying they're in the chat. You not seeing the chat?
Well,
They say I hear and see you both.
because I'm on YouTube right now
Uh
and
huh.
I only see you.
Oh, you're looking at the other one. I gotta close that one. Yeah, sorry. There's two lives open right now. There's currently
this
two
is
lives open,
this
and
is
I'm gonna
really
close
professional stuff, right?
it. Wait, did you think this was gonna be like yours? No, absolutely not. Please don't tell me you
Oh,
thought this was
wait,
gonna be
wait.
anything like this.
I have to
Yeah,
find the right one. I'm on the wrong one then.
yeah. You go to the other one.
Okay, I'll try that again.
What's up, Jorge? Jorge up in the house. Carol Wagner, how you doing?
Um,
What's going on, guys? Oh, Kayla Darling. Kayla Darling, is this your first time here? I don't recall seeing your name. I try to remember everybody who joins the stream. When I see a name I don't recognize, we have to give them a warm welcome.
oh, well, I can't see the chat because I'm still not on. Wait. Hmm.
Kayla Darling, how you doing? What do you mean you can't see it?
No, wait, just a sec. I'm just trying to reopen everything.
Oh, there's zero. What happened? Did I do something?
Because when I try to open it, it says that video is private.
Oh, I made the wrong one private then? Oops. Yeah, I did. I did.
This is amazing.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love this. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's what happened. I think they're coming back now. All right, sorry guys.
Oh. Oh
That
my
was
god, I
my
can
mistake.
see me. Hi, I'm here.
Oh, guys, this is amazing. I had
Oh
a feeling
wow.
it would turn out this way.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not my fault.
No, it's totally my fault. Ashley, what's
Yeah.
up, Ashley?
Hi, Ashley.
All right, so right now it's just. Oh, who's that? Oh, come on, you scared me out of me. I thought wifey's here.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Oh, can you hear
Hi.
me?
How are you
Hola. Yeah,
doing?
we just started.
Hola.
We had some technical difficulties, a couple of nosebleeds, and yeah, we're
Oh,
here
I
now.
can't wait to try your coffee.
Oh, she can't hear you because you're in the.
Oh, well, tell her.
Oh, she says she can't wait to try your coffee.
Oh, thank you. Let us
Yeah.
know. Tag us and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Hi guys, I
sure.
had to get her, but I just want to say hi and that we're gonna go for a walk and exercise and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Oh, hi, Jamaica. Bye.
Jamaica, what's up, girl?
Yeah, I've got that interview coming. Well, I already interviewed Jamaica for my other podcast, The Unheard, and so that's an episode that's probably going to come out next week.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, Jamaica has an amazing life story, and she's really, really fun and interesting.
Oh,
So I'm
nice.
very excited
My,
about that episode. Yeah.
that's good to know. That's good to know. I remember watching her. I first saw her on the she was doing the karaoke show with Uncle Ray.
Oh, yay.
That was the first time I
Oh,
saw her.
yeah.
She partook in the she did. I forgot what song she did, but
Was it
she did.
Genesis? Maybe Genesis?
Was it Genesis? Oh, okay.
Jamaica? What was it?
I forget which one. Casey Dawn. Casey Dawn. I haven't seen you in a long time. I've been seeing you in other chats though, so I'm just letting you know. I've seen you in other chats, Casey. Haven't seen you here in a while, but it's all good. It's probably because of the technical difficulties and stuff like that. People get frustrated with me.
Oh, I got so frustrated the time the last live you did with Ray, with Uncle
Mhm.
Ray.
Why?
I mean, you stopped that freaking video 150 times. It was like there was like this threshold we couldn't get past the first 30 seconds of that song, and like
Oh man.
every time you were like, oh, this time we won't pause anymore. Okay, this time we're going to hear it out, and then you let it go for like 15 seconds, and then one of you paused, and you were like, oh yeah, that bar, man. I was like, oh god, it was so frustrating. You just couldn't listen to your song.
No, wait. I literally remember you being frustrated though.
Oh yeah, because I said I would rip my face off if you paused
Yeah.
it one more time.
I think I read that one. I was like, all right, we got to keep playing it because Lisa says she's gonna rip her face off if we
Well,
don't
I mean, I
stop.
wanted to listen to your song because it's really
Yeah, I
good.
know. No, listen, me and Ray have a lot in common. We can't get through a song.
No.
We spoke about that off camera. He was like, man, we are terrible on live. He's like, I don't know why people join my lives. I was like, me neither.
Well, it's probably just because for the love of chaos. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
chaos
nothing.
is fun.
Oh
Chaos
yeah,
is fun.
and your chaos, the both of you are so much fun. But it was really, yeah, that was something. And watching you trying to pull that video up on screen for like 45 minutes, that was amazing. And then you were talking about like how old you were, but that was boomer stuff, man. I mean, it was like you just didn't manage to get that video up on the screen. Oh god, that was so funny. I was laughing
No,
my
you know
head off.
why? Because somebody in the chat was like, isn't Manny a Gen Z? I was like,
Yeah. Like you're 25 or something.
I was like, okay, I know I don't look that young. I was like, but thank
Well,
you.
but yeah, that's a hell of a compliment, though.
Yeah, no, I just think they don't know where the Gen Z actually started. I don't think it was actually. You said 25, and that's almost the exact time of the Gen Z. I think
Oh yeah, because
26.
I think it's
Yeah,
like 97 or 99
7.
or something like that. It's
Yeah,
in that
not 97. Yep. I was
yeah.
like Gen Z, but
Hmm.
at the same time, they were trying to little bro me. They was just like, "What does Manny know? Isn't he a Gen Z?" That was the first moment I wanted to be old. I was like, "Well, actually."
but then Ray didn't want to give his age.
I know, even though he's already given it his age like so many times. He's given his age so many times. And he's like, no, you got to
Oh
pay me for
no.
that. You got to pay me for that kind of
Oh
information.
yeah.
Man, he said, stop this song. Let's teach about Gen Z. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
That's really what I did. It was one of my more embarrassing moments. But listen, we got through it though.
Oh
And
yeah,
you guys
no,
were there the whole way.
oh yeah, but there were so many people in the chat, and people just staying there because just the circumstances were so funny. I mean, you can make if you have two great personalities come together, you can make something great out of nothing. And that's
Yeah.
something I told TDIP. We had I did an interview of them,
Mhm.
and that video was posted yesterday. And so they told me they actually had never posted their first episode. That the first episode ever they
Oh,
did, they
really?
kept that, yeah, they kept that one
It was
secret,
that bad?
and it was so bad. And so they said they were going to post that one once they got to 1 million subscribers. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's a
okay,
good idea.
well, yeah.
Well, they
And
got to be
and
careful.
I
It might
asked, oh
revert.
yeah,
It
because
might
I said
revert them
they
all the way
might.
back to
Oh yeah, yeah,
30,000.
they will. They will. Well, I'll be there to remind them. I'll just clip it in the video and I'll send it back to them once they get to 1 million. But I said, well, why was it so bad? And King Prime, he was just like, oh, I was just going on for like the entire episode about my first parking ticket, and it's just so bad. And I was like, well,
Why did that sound so boring?
well, yeah, well, it does. But then on the other hand, those guys can talk about anything and make it funny. So, I
Yeah.
mean, probably even if they're just talking about a parking ticket it's probably really fun. But yeah, he's a bit ashamed of that one, so they won't post that until they get to 1 million.
I like their show. They're funny.
Oh yeah, they're great. They're
They
really
get to
great.
talk about things I can't talk about anymore. So I got to live vicariously through them.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah, no, I can't talk about this stuff. They get real raunchy
Oh,
sometimes. I'm
they
like,
do. They do. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like they did their live just like right before you, and
Mhm.
they were I think they were pulling an episode of American Dad or something, and I thought,
Mm,
oh, yeah, not
yeah,
everyone can do that, but
yeah,
it's really funny. They're really funny.
yeah. They're good time. Those are my brothers, man. Those are my brothers. Those are my brothers. We
Oh
got
yeah.
connected really fast too. Like I'm not even sure how it even happened. I think it was through my Patreoners. They were like, you guys. It was like you and TDIP are my favorite reactors, and I was like, who?
Oh
I was
yeah.
like, how come I don't know about them? Like, then I just looked them up one day, and I think I watched. I'm pretty sure I watched a reaction that I had done already on Ren,
Okay.
and so I was curious to see how they reacted to it because
Yeah.
we posted it almost on the same day. I think I was like, oh, what are the chances of that? We posted on the same day.
Oh
I was
yeah.
like,
Okay.
but theirs had like 100 and something thousand views. Mine had like 10. So I was like, what are they doing that I'm not doing? And I was like, oh, okay. Their video was like 15
Oh.
minutes long. Mine was like an hour. I was like, okay, nobody has an hour. I was like, oh, I talk too much. That's probably what it was. I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
all
but
right,
but I
fine.
mean, people love you for your monologues, right?
Yeah.
So,
No, it's their
I mean,
cup of
it's
tea.
it's
It
just it's a
depends.
style.
Yeah, it is a style, I
Yeah,
think. I think it is a style.
yeah,
I've been incorporating more of, certain songs don't need 30 minutes, you know what I mean? Certain
yeah.
songs just
Sure.
I do those on the live, you know what I'm saying? On live, I'll tell the people, give me the fun songs because I
Yep.
like I said, if it's a deep song, I'll do it still on the live, but I'm gonna do it again. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah,
get
sure.
more deep into it, more in depth.
Oh yeah, because it is a bit frustrating when you like to go deeper into lyrics and stuff. To do like a
Hmm.
10-minute video about something is a little bit frustrating. It's more
It's
interesting
not
to take
possible.
the time and yeah, and to really go into the bars and into the lyrics
Yeah.
is yeah, it's more satisfying to do it that way. And I think that's why people love you so much too,
I
because you
guess
do that
so.
really well. Yeah. Well, obviously. I
I
mean,
guess so. I don't know. I think
you're
they
not.
just enjoy the chaos. My lives are chaos. Like I try to do a reaction, and it just turns into
I
a
was
big
going to say
chaotic.
because your lives are just chaos. Your videos are good, your reactions are good, and your
Oh no,
lives
my
are just
reactions are
like,
much different from my lives. Yeah, it's like
oh
two
yeah,
different people.
oh yeah.
When I do a reaction, I'm like monologue Manny. I just get real
Uh-huh.
serious, you know. So I get
Yeah,
real
yeah,
deep
yeah,
into the. I don't even
yeah,
look at the camera anymore. Honestly,
yeah.
I'm just looking at the lyrics and stuff like that. I forget there's a camera right there. I feel like I'm recording a podcast sometimes, or like
Mm.
you know, like you're listening to me on Spotify. Sometimes I get into
Yeah.
that mindset, and I was like, oh yeah, I forget I'm recording. How do I look? Like I look crazy right now. Yeah, I forget sometimes. But that's what the music does. You know, you get
Yeah.
so into it. It's just like, you know, it doesn't really matter how you look or who's watching or
Oh yeah,
whatever the
yeah, of
case may
course,
be.
of
Yeah.
course.
But for some of the people who may not be too familiar with your story, let's talk about just kind of like your beginning of getting into, because you're already doing some marketing stuff. You know, we spoke about this kind of stuff on your channel, but kind of
A
educate the
little
people
bit,
how
yeah.
a little bit. So how did you not even how, because we know how, but why? Why did you decide to start doing like all these,
Oh,
specifically the renegade talk? Because that's like it's very direct and very specific what you're doing right now. I don't see you doing
yeah.
much of other things, or maybe I'm just not seeing it. But a lot of what I see you're doing is mainly renegade talk. I just want to know why. I think I know why. It's probably the same reason for me, but I do want to know your perspective on like
Well,
starting the
actually,
YouTube.
yeah. Well, actually, I have two podcasts. So I have the Renegade Talk, and I
Hmm.
have another podcast called The Unheard. And actually, I started with The Unheard, which is still ongoing. So I'm
Okay.
doing both at the same time, but they're kind of in a very different field. So there are things
Mm.
connecting them both, but they're very different. So um, the thing is, I'm like a newborn in the in the renegade scene
Oh, okay.
because I only discovered Ren in September, or rediscovered maybe,
We're in
because
the same boat, same month,
yeah,
September, literally.
yeah, because actually I probably the time when High Ren so it was maybe like what 2 years ago or something like that, I think, High Ren. And so it, or
I
one and a
think
half
so.
years ago,
Yeah, yeah, like
something
one and a
like
half
that.
years.
And it popped up on my feed, but at that time I was working so much and I was in a completely different mindset. And so I
Okay.
didn't really take the time to, sit down, really appreciate music videos and stuff. I listen to music all the time because I always listen to music, but I
Hmm.
didn't really, take the time to sit down and, and really watch stuff. So it popped up on my feed, and I kind of, had it on the watched it on the side, but I didn't really invest time in it. And so I was like,
Hmm.
oh, this looks very different. What this guy is doing is really cool, and I should try to listen to it and to really take the time to watch it. But then I never took the time because I was, working 70 hours a week. And
Right.
so I had like the past year in 2024, I had a shift in my work uh, in general, and so I had a little bit more time to to watch music videos and do like personal stuff, and so it came back into my feed in September. I don't know why, but just popped back up. And as some people have told me, Ren comes to you when you need him most. So,
Hey,
so
that's a doozy. That's the one right there. I remember reading
yeah.
that somewhere, and I'm just like, that is so true
Well, so many people have, well, almost every renegade I've been talking to has said something like, in that
in
regard to
that
me,
field. Yeah. Hmm.
saying like, I was feeling this and that, and that song popped up, and it was exactly the right song for me. So I think there's something, with this. And I was feeling really, really down. I was in a really bad time of my life around the
Mm.
summer. And so the end of the summer, I kind of got my head back over water, and this popped up, and I sat down in front of Hiren, and I was like, man, I know I've seen this before, but like
Mm.
really listening to the lyrics and getting like investing time into really watching the video, it was
Hmm.
really so different for me, and it was like a slap in the face. I was like, wow. It was really something
Yeah.
because I could really feel the lyrics, and it had been quite a long time I didn't feel that you know with an artist and with a musician where I thought this, this guy's talking about my life. So
Hundred
so this
percent.
was really, yeah, this was really, really a strong feeling. And then obviously I got invested in, who is this artist, who's this guy, what does he do, and what's his life story and stuff. Because I do that with, all the bands I listen to. I get, if I like the music, I get invested in the artist.
Right.
And so then learned about all the backstory and, everything that he'd been through and that he was still going through,
Hmm.
and watched the different interviews he did, and then I got really inspired by the fact that he's still going on and that he's pushing through all of this. And this type
It's
of
crazy.
inspiration is really,
Hmm.
really strong. And I've had a chronic illness before that went on for about seven
Hmm.
years, and I have a lot of people around me that have different chronic illnesses. So just the aspect of chronic illness in general is something that
Oh,
I
the
personally
relatability
know
was
quite,
there.
yeah,
Hmm.
I know quite well. And so there was this aspect also, and I knew that he was on a movie called The Unrest. So it's a documentary. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a
No.
you have to watch this. It's quite amazing. It's a
Oh,
documentary that
okay.
was done about chronic fatigue syndrome. So it's a young woman in the States. She started getting symptoms and she didn't know what she had and she didn't understand it, and no doctors could tell her what was going on. And so she's
Hmm.
decided to film herself every day and to make a movie about this to try to find out if there were other people suffering from the same symptoms and stuff. And so she built this entire community, and then she found the MECFS community with all of these people suffering from chronic fatigue syndrome. And in that community, that was the time where Ren was very active in the chronic illness community, and where he had a vlog and he was vlogging about his whole
Hmm.
journey and everything. And so they connected, and she found out he's a musician. And so he made the song for the movie. And that's the song Patience that he did for that movie.
Hmm.
And
I
so
just
he
did
appears,
patience like a week
yeah,
ago.
yeah. And so he wrote that for the movie, and that's like the official song for the
Soundtrack song
movie.
for
Yeah.
it. Oh, okay.
And the
Wow.
the documentary is really, it's incredible, and it really, just gives you the chills to see how people can just, people like you and me can just completely lose their entire life from one day to the next. It's just like, everything's gone and they're bedbound and
Oh man.
they can't do nothing
Man.
anymore. So it's really quite amazing, and I think everyone should see this movie to see how many people are affected by this, and they're just people that end up
Right.
housebound and that no one sees. So they're kind of invisible, and there's this aspect of having this very dynamic or normal life, and then from one day to the next you're just at home and you can't do anything anymore, and people forget about you. And so there's really this aspect of invisibility in that chronic illness. And so I watched the movie, and because I found it because Ren did the song, so I watched the movie. It's on YouTube. Everyone can watch it, and it was like, like
Was
seven
that the
in the
thing though?
morning. What?
Was that the thing, or is that what you're saying? Like the movie was that the thing that actually made you want to start
Oh
the
yeah, so
channel?
it's from, well, it's not really what made me want to start the channel, but it's what pushed me to do the first
Mm, the
podcast.
inspiration. Oh,
Because
okay.
yeah, but it all the source of it is Ren,
Yeah.
at the beginning.
Yeah.
And so well, he inspired me a lot, but then I saw this movie and I was sitting in front of the movie at 7 in the morning with my cup of coffee. I was like, oh my God, all of these people um are so alone and unheard, and no one is listening to them, and the doctors are not
Mm,
doing anything, and they feel lost in their own world. And
yeah.
maybe those people want to share their story, and maybe people want to, there's so many people that can
Yeah.
relate to this because
Hmm.
there are millions around the world. So maybe if I get to some people who want to share their experience with chronic illness, then that video can help someone else feel seen and heard. And so
Yes.
I just put a post out, and I got, a ton of emails. Like in half an hour, I got like 30 emails from people saying, "Oh, I would really like to share my story, and this is a great idea." And I was like, "Oh wow, this was just like a
Mm.
little idea,
Right,
that
right.
I had drinking coffee in the morning." And I was like,
And that
"Okay,
was
well,"
with the Unheard. That was the
and
other
that was the
podcast.
unheard, yeah, and that was the unheard. And so I started with the unheard, and obviously what happened is that in the renegade fan base there are a lot of people that have chronic illnesses, mental health
Right.
issues,
Oh
mental
yeah.
health struggles. And so there are a lot of people that want to share their story, but there are also renegades. So in the end, we always ended up talking about Ren, even in the unheard, because they first tell their story and their life story and their
Hmm.
struggles and their ailments. But then we always end up, talking about Ren, how he has been a help for them, an inspiration, a crutch sometimes in their, in their lives. And so somehow it always got tied up with Ren, and there was always this
Right. He's
silver
the common
lining or something.
denominator.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I got to some other people where I thought, this can be interesting, but they are not people I want to interview about any chronic illnesses or mental health struggles, but more about their journey and how Ren has inspired them in different ways. And so that's how I somehow got to certain creators and YouTubers where I thought, okay, this is something different. I cannot put this in the same podcast because it's something
Mm.
completely different. The basis is completely
The
different.
niches are different. It'd be too
Yeah.
conflicting for YouTube to catch on. Yeah. Hmm.
And it was just putting everything in the same box is kind of strange because I started with this podcast about people that want to talk about their health conditions. So if I'm talking about this, it's really strange to put like a reactor in there that has, no chronic illness or nothing, even if
Hmm.
both are renegades. So I thought, okay, I'll do something, that is more specific to Ren and the Renegades. And so that's how Renegade Talk was born. And then
I
I got
loved Renegade
to,
Talk.
yeah,
I
thanks.
was able to finish the whole Ricochet one. I
Oh
watched
yeah.
Homegirl that who met up with Ren, who's performing Ren in the street.
Oh,
She's
Ruby,
beautiful. She has a
Ruby
beautiful
J.
voice. Oh, I love
Oh,
her
she's
music. I've been on.
amazing.
Oh my god! I told you I need to get a connect. I needed to get connected with her because her
Oh
voice.
yeah, and she
Oh
is,
my
and
god!
she's 19.
I know she's a baby.
Yeah,
She's a little
she's
baby,
not.
but she has a powerful voice, man. She
Oh,
does.
she has
She
an
does.
amazing voice. I was listening to her while I was doing my dishes today. I was listening to
Hmm.
her, and a friend of mine who was there, she said, she has a timeless voice. She feels like she's from another era, and she has, this soul in
Well,
her
she
voice where
has.
she
I was about
just,
to say she gives me the vibe like she's from a different era. Like she gives me
yeah.
the vibe of a '70s girl. Like
Yeah, exactly,
it's so
exactly. And she
crazy.
doesn't feel like she's 19. When you're just listening to the voice, you would never
No,
think
she
she's
sounds very
19.
mature. She even when you were talking to her, like I was like, man, she's so articulate. Like
Oh yeah, yeah.
it was
And
really
she's
nice.
really just she's a beautiful person inside and out. She's just, she has a huge heart and she's very generous and she's very, very nice to talk
Yeah,
to.
I
So
wish her the best. I hope she's so young, so I wish her the best. I hope she gets
oh
far
yeah,
in
I
it.
think
You
yeah,
could tell
I
she's
think she
passionate
will.
about it. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah, she will. And then I also got Molly McKenna, who is on
Yeah, she
the
was on the
Demos Volume 2 album.
yeah,
She's
she was
featured
what's
on the song Penitence.
Penitence, right? Penitence. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one.
Oh, that is very dark.
Oh
It's
yeah.
very
I
deep.
did that one on I did
Yeah.
that one on the live. Oh my.
Oh, on the live? Oh, wow.
Oh, but hey, but look, listen, the Renegades know when we go into one of those deep tracks, when we're live, we everybody knows to settle down. Like we get deep into it. Like it was like I pretty much did a reaction on live, which typically I don't do. My live reactions are live reactions. My actual
Yeah, yeah.
reactions are actual reactions. But that song, it just drew us. It had everybody in their feels. Like we were all talking about, that's why I do like those introspective songs because
Yep.
I'm able to get to know my subscribers a little more. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll
Yeah,
start talking
sure.
about stuff. Like, we'll start getting deep into it. I don't know if
Oh,
you've
yeah.
gotten into Sam Tompkins yet, But
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And I
yeah,
know a bit about his story, and yeah,
yeah, he has an amazing
beautiful
story, and
songwriting. Yeah,
oh
beautiful songs.
man, but
Hmm.
yeah, like through songs like that, I get to know my followers a little more. It's really
Oh
awesome,
yeah, of course. And I think it when you're
and they get to know
doing
me
this,
more.
yeah, because when you're doing this live, you have that instant connection where everyone is opening a door to communication,
Oh,
and
it's
and
just
you are opening the door to people
yeah,
sharing with you because
it's
it's a
like
safe
instant,
space
genuine.
also for them.
Hmm.
Yeah, of course. And
It's
I think
instant. It's
everyone
and you can't
feels
fake
good
it.
in your chat.
It's
Yeah. Oh
so
yeah, of
it's so
course.
real. It's so real. We did Hero on there, right? And not to get
Yeah.
too deep into it, but we did the song Hero for his father or whatever. And it was like
Yeah.
it was one thing when he was doing the song Hero because his father passed away, and it had me in my feels because my godfather adopted me and he passed away like 4 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was feeling the song, right? And then when he started talking, he had mentioned he wrote the song like 4 years ago when his father, was trying to
Yes.
unalive
Yeah.
himself, and he
Yeah.
didn't. He didn't. So he made this song about how continue going, continue living, and it's just
Oh yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, yeah.
right.
Yeah,
It
I
was the
remember the
song was
story.
actually
I was
about
thinking about the story. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right. It was actually about his father not doing that, not
Yeah,
taking
yeah,
himself
yeah.
out,
Yeah.
and then he had to. He said, unfortunately, I had to sing it under different circumstances, but
Yeah,
because now
yeah.
he's not
He
here
did
anymore.
pass.
But
Yeah, yeah.
oh man, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. But anyways, the whole chat, man. Let me tell you, Lisa, this chat was one of the. I'll never forget this chat. I'll never forget this live. It was
Mm.
just everybody was just flooding with people they lost, this and that. This one girl, I won't. I think her name was Karen. I don't know. Was it Karen? I can't remember. Karen or Carol. I just remember her saying that she gave us a whole paragraph about her father, or whatever, and this and that. And she said she hasn't even spoken about that in years. And she was just happy that she could do that with everybody else because everybody was sharing, and that was her first time she shared in years. She said she hasn't spoken about it, and I was like, wow, that when I saw that,
Yeah.
that's when I started opening up about when I saw her do that. That's when I opened up, and I was just like, I just realized
Yeah,
the
but you
bravery
see,
that you can get from somebody else. Like,
yeah, of course. And it's not only that yeah, I think courage is contagious. So when you see very courageous people, it does inspire you
yeah,
to become courageous too. But then I think because you really created this safe space where you're also being vulnerable and where you are also opening up, it's like a win-win, because you open up, so people open up with you, and then you get,
yeah,
the feedback, and you're like, okay, I can open up a bit more. So it's a safe space for everyone. And that
oh yeah,
happens too when I interview people. So there are some people that are um, a little bit scared because they've never been interviewed, and they're obviously going to talk about extremely personal stuff, because on the
yes,
unheard especially, we go very deep into very, very personal issues. So it's like your entire life story, and most of horrible things that happen to you, may it be any type of violence or assault or illness, or
yeah,
so it's all very, very personal. And so people want, I mean, they come on because they want to share, but once they're there, it's kind of scary
yeah.
because they
It
think
gets
like, oh my
real.
God, everybody is going to see this. So there are
Mm,
some people that have shared stuff with me that they only shared there, and that not even their family knew about. And where they
mm,
thought, okay, I'm going to share this, and we talked about it, and they wanted to share. And so they said, once I'm going to have done this with you, everyone is going to know. And it's been like 30 years. I haven't told anyone. So I think it's also because, on
that's
the other
deep.
hand, I'm sharing a lot of personal stuff about myself. And
Right.
I have a video on my channel that's called This Too Shall Pass, where I was interviewed by someone about my life story, and where I
Mm,
shared extremely personal things. And it's just like a 5-6 minute video, but it's like entirely my story, and mainly just all the awful things that have happened to me, but how I
mm,
overcame them, and how I had faith in my future, and in general, and how hope can help you, move on, and still believe that a future is possible, even if terrible things have happened. And so I think
Right.
because there's a mix of my personality and people watching this video, when they come on, they usually feel like they can have this conversation with me
Oh yeah, they
peacefully
feel
about
very
stuff.
comfortable. I mean, I don't. I guess we didn't get too deep into that kind of stuff when I was on your show. We did talk a lot about my past and stuff like that. But I think that yeah, I know the feeling because it's there's a sense of comfortability when speaking to certain people. The thing is this. The thing is like kind of like on my channel, right? The thing about my connection with Ren is really that before I discovered Ren, right? I was already doing what I'm doing now, right? You know what I mean? So like
Yeah,
on my
yeah,
channel, I had a whole bunch of stands on my channel, right? Eminem fans, and
yeah,
I was attracting and stands. Eminem's fans have a terrible reputation. They're like Tom McDonald's fans. They have a terrible reputation. But I, for some reason, did not attract any of those terrible fans, right? So it was just all these beautiful people would come together and all this stuff I was doing, trying to build a community, trying to do this and that, you know what I'm saying, trying to build a space where people could open up and whatever. And that's what I was doing on my Patreon. That's what my Patreon does. It's personal for
yeah,
that. And
yeah,
I, it was happening, right? And it was great. Like it was, it was a lot of, we had a lot of members. We had like 100 and we had like almost 200 members of just that. We're just talking. And I was posting
yeah,
like once or twice a week. I wasn't even posting that much on there. It was really just, they were just there for, we would all communicate in the chat together.
yeah.
And then when Ren came along, it just completely elevated the vision because I started
Mhm.
to see high Ren was like everybody's beginning. And I get that. Like I get the high, like I was into high Ren. Cujo Beatdown came out. That's when I first started listening to him. Cujo Beatdown came out. So I
Mm-mm.
listened to his Cujo Beatdown song. But it was the Jenny Screech and Violet song. That was a song that made me
Ah,
realize, oh, this dude's a poet. Because I used to write poetry. I
yeah,
used to do stand-up poetry.
exactly. Oh
And
yeah,
I'm just
yeah, yeah,
like, oh no, no. I know poets. Poets are like these super deep thinkers. This guy is like very beyond
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
gift. He's beyond the gift, right? So I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
I gotta get into him a little more. And once I realized
yeah,
what his listening to his songs, what his vision was and what he wants, that what he's been through, then the 8 chapters, like what the 8 chapters really just put me over the edge. And I was like, okay, this
me
is
too. Yeah,
this is what I've been trying to do. And like he helped me refine my like
yeah,
my goal. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And that
yeah,
that was
yeah.
the inspiration. And then somehow he got me back in the studio, like I told you in the last episode. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
I
but
can
that
I
is
can never
ab.
thank him enough. Like being back in the
Oh yeah,
studio is like six. We're talking almost
oh
6 years. Like being
yeah,
back in the studio recording
yeah,
like nothing as if I never took a day off. That's how it feels. Um,
yeah.
I gotta he all credit goes to him for that. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's like you said when I interviewed you. You said something really beautiful about this analogy of him passing the flame on to people or
Yeah, the
lighting
torch.
other people's
Hmm.
flames and lighting the
Yeah,
torch. And I think that's wonderful because it's like, you don't divide love, you multiply love. The more people you love, the more love you have for people. It's not like you have only one bucket of love and you have to divide it in between people and give people certain parts. It's the more people you love, the more you can multiply the amount of love
right.
you have. And I think inspiration works the same. I mean, you don't have, just a bit of inspiration, you give a bit here and there. It's like the more people you meet and you can inspire, they are going to inspire other people too. And so everything
Multiply.
multiplies. And I think
Hmm.
I think that's just the beauty of being in a positive community and having this positive mindset that even it and I think there's, having a positive mindset is often viewed as something a little bit childish. You live in utopia and you think everything, everybody's nice and everything's going to
Right.
be fine and stuff like that. But it doesn't mean that. You can be extremely hopeful and be very inspired and be in a very positive mindset and still acknowledge that we're living in a difficult world. So you
Yes.
can still be very realistic, but still try to be in a very forward mindset where you're just going to want the
That's the
best
word.
for the future.
Forward mindset. That is what it is. That's what it is. A forward mindset because it's something of not just positivity but productivity. Like it's something that we can
Yeah.
actually build on, you know. And I
Mm-mm.
think it's a great foundation. So I get to the point right where I I see what you're doing, right? And I find it, I don't know, I find it almost mind-boggling that like what you're doing. Listen, everybody has the grind. When I first started, it was like, you know, I was like, oh, I'm gonna quit. You know what I'm saying? I started in January and it didn't work out. 40 people watched my video. I was like, I just invested a whole 45 minutes in this video breaking down these lyrics, and like 40 people watched my videos and I had like 3 subscribers. I'm like, so really, that's all I got out of the 40 subscribers, 3 people. So like I got a little discouraged, right? But so I understand that it's just a grind, and you're grinding, you're doing your thing, you're putting in some massive work. Like what you're doing is
I
time
am, yeah.
consuming, and you are a family woman. You are listen, I don't even know how you're doing that. To be honest with you, I don't even know how you're doing what
Well,
you're doing.
yeah,
But
I'm a single mom with two teens, so it's quite a
right.
lot of work. Two teens and four cats,
Oh yeah,
so that's that's a
it's
whole
more than
bunch of
quite a lot
work.
of work. It's a whole bunch
But
of work, and
yeah,
and
it
and you're
is.
not half-assing anything. You are getting to it, like, and you're so detailed. You're such a detailed and meticulous person, is what I've learned about you. But more
Thank
than
you.
that, I just find it like very inspiring that you can do that. That's why I push myself so much. Sometimes my followers say like, "How are you doing? You work 70 hours a week, and you're with the family, this and that. How are you putting out all these?" Because I got to run 2 channels, and I got the Patreon as well, which is like the main channel.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm just like, I have to do it. Like this
yeah,
keeps me positive. Like this keeps me
yeah.
in a good
Exactly.
place. Like I don't just come here to give you guys content. I come here for
No, well,
myself as well. Like there's something I'm doing for
exactly.
myself as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
I'm
I
feeding my own soul through your energy.
Yeah, that's
This is
it.
good
And
for me. You know what I mean?
I have learned that
So is
I'm
that
someone.
what it is for you? That was my main question. I'm
It
sorry, I
is
forgot. Yeah.
it is
So
part, yeah, it is part of
mhm,
that because I have seen that throughout, sometimes you don't know the exact purpose of what you're doing. You know it does have purpose, but you don't really know why or what it is until you kind of, nail it
right.
down, and then you're like, ah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
And so it was like I had this urge because I've always been a very creative person. So I had this urge to create and to do something because I was, coming out of this very bad place I'd been in. So I was like, oh, I really have to do something that's creative and that's going to get me going to get my mind going, because I always talk about my brain like another person. I have to feed this other person because
Mm-hmm.
if I don't feed my brain, and it dies, I die too, because it's
Mm,
like intellectually I need to be fed. So I need to
mm,
have stuff going on. And because my brain is like, it's kind of gets me into, it's like I go into a cave, if I don't feed my brain enough, I like
right.
hide in my cave,
Right.
and then I get like, half of who I am, only. And it's
Yes.
very important for me to continue feeding that intellect and to feed it with things that interest me and that I want to learn. So I'm someone who loves to learn, so I always want to learn more stuff and learn how new skills and all of that, because it can always, help out, and because
Yeah.
it's
You never
useful
know.
for me.
Yeah.
And so I thought like, okay, I've never had a YouTube channel, but I've been thinking about it for years, so let's do that. And I've been thinking about doing a podcast for years, so let's do that, and let's find out how to do that. And so all of that was very interesting, and kind of the grind really kept me going. And then meeting all of these people is just so amazing because I get like amazing life stories out of people. It's like
Yeah.
every time there's this thing of like an incredibly difficult life story, but then so much hope because the person is, you know, doing something that, really inspiring, or, they got through really difficult times and are creating something. So all of that is highly inspirational. And so I thought, actually I'm doing this to help people. So the
Mm-hmm.
first
Mm-hmm.
idea was, as I said, with the unheard, I'm going to give people a voice, people that don't that feel that like they don't have a voice. I'm going to give them a voice and let them be seen. And this is like a gift I want
You
to
are
give
amazing, by the
to
way.
others.
I don't mean to cut you off, but you are amazing. You're one of the most amazing human beings I've gone to know
Oh,
on this online world. You're one of the most amazing human beings I've met on
oh,
this
thank
world.
you.
You
Oh,
really
that is
are.
straight to my
that's why
heart.
I literally just I want better for you. I want your channel to just do so well. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank
It
you.
will get there because when you're putting this kind of honest and genuine work, it will be gifted. It'll come
Oh,
back.
thank
It'll be
you.
returned.
Thank you.
But I didn't mean to cut you off. But
But
it's just
no,
there's not a
no,
lot of people like
thank you
that
so
on here,
much.
man. There's really not a lot
But
of people like that.
that's for me, that's just that's being truly genuine is just that. It's just putting yourself out
Yes.
there and not being
Yes.
afraid to put yourself out there in order to help other people or to uplift
Right.
other people. Because the more people you uplift, the more you get
Mm-hmm.
uplifted too. And so
Yeah.
this is, the win-win situation that we talked about before again, and that's the torch and the flame, and it's the multiplying of love. And this is just like after a while I was like, all of these people are saying, oh, thank you for having me on and thank you for the interview, it's helped me so much. As I said, some
Yeah.
people got stuff off their chest they didn't even tell their family for x number of years. And so
That's deep.
everybody said that, and I was like, this is really it felt really good, to have helped someone. And even if there were no views on the video, which wasn't the case, but even if there were almost no views on the video and I
Yes.
just had
Yes.
that person I talked to, that was the most important. And so then after a few weeks and a few months, I was like, I think this is actually helping me, and I think I'm actually doing this for me.
Right.
And this
Yeah.
is
And
something
that's
that
okay.
works
And
for
that is okay. And that is okay.
Oh
I've come
yes,
to that
because it
conclusion where
works
I'm like,
both
you know
ways.
what? Yeah, it
But it
works
works
both
both
ways.
ways. And it's not
It's okay to
something
get
that,
satisfaction out of it. Yeah.
of course, and it's not egocentric. It's not like you're only focused on yourself, or
Right.
on your image, or on, what you want to project. It's like you get this return of what you've been wanting to do, which is, uplift people and help people, and or make them laugh or whatever. Because I
Yeah.
think for people like Uncle Ray, it's exactly the same too. I mean,
Hmm.
he puts himself out there as he is, with his personality, and people love him for that, and people are grateful for that, and people tell him, you made me laugh today and I really needed that.
That's
and
important,
and
man.
that love that comes back helps him feel better in his
Oh
skin
yeah.
and what he's doing. So I think purpose
Absolutely.
can be found on different levels too. It's not
Yeah.
only
I
what you're
agree.
putting out, it's also what you're getting back.
Yeah, I agree. And I think it's you mentioned Uncle Ray. I just think that sometimes we don't even sometimes you do got to sit back and just kind of look at what's happened because
Hmm.
sometimes you don't even realize the impact. You haven't even realized all the work you've done. Like I had
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
look back at I looked back, I was on my Patreon just surfing old comments just trying to see what I didn't respond to. And I'm just like, man, there's so many comments here. Like, I'm trying to respond to every, I'll take lousy eye for this next hour. I'm just going to respond to a bunch of comments that I haven't responded to, and then I'll go on YouTube and do the same thing for like another 30 minutes or whatever. And obviously, you're not going to respond back to everybody, but just reading all the comments sometimes is just like, it's overwhelming a little bit because it gets to the point and you're saying, like, people are saying stuff like, oh, I was having a crappy day or I was having a crappy week or whatever. And you just made me feel so much better today. And it's just like,
Yeah.
somebody said that in Switzerland. Like, what? Like, that's,
Yeah.
I don't know. That just blows my mind. Like,
Yeah,
I
sure.
know the people online, like this is like regular, like people, they're online all the time. They're online every day. They're on different channels. They follow different pages and stuff like that. I'm still very like, as you can see, still very new. I could barely set up this live today, but I'm
Yeah.
still I'm still getting used to just even the reality of being impactful to somebody else's life who you've
Yeah.
never met before, who you
Yeah, of
would have thought,
course.
like if you had seen this person walking down the street, you'd be like, oh, we have nothing in common. Like, you know what I mean? And on top of that, it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
they come
that's
from a
well,
different
that's for
culture.
sure.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
but
I'm sure
but
if
it's
you
not.
have, because now you have like what, 22K or
Yeah, I just
something
hit 22.
subscribers. Just imagine having those 22,000 people in front of your house just waiting, for you to come
That's how
out
I
and say
look at it.
something.
I tell people that all the
So
time.
it's like,
I'm
just
like,
imagine you open the door in the morning, you have 22,000 people standing in front of your
that's
house.
exactly how I look at it. So when I had 500 subscribers, I was super excited because I was like, 500. I can only imagine looking at five. Forget, you know what? The subscribers is cool, but I'll take it even further. The likes. because there's always more views and likes than there is
Yeah.
subscribers, right? Not everybody subscribes. So
Yeah, yeah.
when I even look at like all the views or likes, it's just like not the views because the views are they're kind of like people came and left, but mainly the likes when I see the
Yeah.
likes and stuff, or when I check my analytics and it tells me how many 2,000 people shared your video this week. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
means like they sent it to Facebook, they sent it to this person, they sent it here. That's how many times that share button was hit. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
wow. They're like, it's one thing to say, oh, I like this for me. This makes me laugh.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
makes me feel good. It's another thing to be like, oh, I need to send this to my friends. I need to send this to a group chat. Whatever.
Oh yeah, sure, sure. That's completely different. And I think
You're just
also
a vessel.
because yeah, yeah, it also it just validates what what you stand for. And I think that's often really important because we talked about when I interviewed you, we talked about how we carry our values into our channel and how it's important
Hmm.
for us, not, I mean, image wise, not like how we look, but more of
Yeah.
like what we portray on the channel and what are
Yes.
those core values we want to show and people to adhere to, and those people are the subscribers, who think, well, this speaks to me in some ways. And I think when you see the shares and the likes, you're like, okay, so this means that person did connect with something I said or with the values that I carry, and I think that's
Hmm.
very, that's something that's even more important to me. I think
I
because
can
that
only
also
imagine
shows that
people.
we are so many people, that carry the
Oh
same
yeah.
values that are for me.
Yeah.
I try to carry positive values into the
Yeah.
world. So,
It's kind of scary thinking about if people didn't like. First of all, if people there's a lot of people out here had they not had the YouTube community or these channels, whatever, you know what I'm saying, um, a lot of people wouldn't be here right now.
mm,
That's how real it is. That's how dark it is. People are in dark places. She's she's going through some stuff right now, but there's a friend of mine from Patreon who she's been on my Patreon since the beginning of time, since I started in July, and she's always loved Eminem, so she's never told me about Ren or anything like that. I think she just assumed I wouldn't like it, and then
oh,
when she saw me reacting to Ren, she was like, "Oh my gosh! Like I can't believe you found Ren. Like, I miss I misread you. I didn't think you'd like this." She's like, well, now you need to listen to Falling in Reverse. Like she was one of those people, but
yeah.
she told me this is back a while ago. This was like back in maybe August, September. She was like, she's laying in bed. She's on bed rest, and
Hmm.
she this is the only person that's ever told me. That's not something I hear every day. You know what I'm saying? But she's the only person who's ever told me that. She's like, had it not been for your channel and your attention, like how attentive I was to her, I guess is what she means. Um, she's like, I don't know. I don't think I'd be here today. She's like, I was just so tired of living. She's like, I wasn't. She's like, I got to the point where I wasn't laughing or smiling anymore, and I was just like,
Yeah.
felt so terrible. But I mean, I felt great for her that she found the channel,
Yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah, yeah,
I started
sure.
telling her about other channels just because if I'm not doing, I want her to continue to be fed. I told her about the Dreading It podcast channel after that, and I told
Oh,
her about
thanks.
Uncle Ray, and I told her about everybody's. I started telling her about everybody's channel, and now she follows all of them. And I just think that as long as she has a consistent flow of just positivity, like
Yeah.
that's why it's important within the YouTube community that we support each other because if you're just about you and you're just about making money, then I don't really want anything to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of
No.
the day, to me, it's about feeding the people, right? Feeding the
Yep.
people the energy. It's gonna come back to you, but you just gotta genuinely feed the people the
Oh,
energy
yeah.
because they're
That's true.
here.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
here to they're either here to smile or laugh. You know what I'm saying? Or cry with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And trust
Yeah.
me, we've had a few. I don't know if you ever partaken in any of our episodes. We've had a few crying episodes already, a few lives that were
Yeah.
just like, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I had like two, and it was just like we were all just bawling in the chat. It was just like, but then we'll just start joking about it, and then it would just like, it's be like, wow, I needed that. I needed to get that off my chest. Things I've never said to anybody that I've said on the live, and my family, I don't even know. I don't even think they watch my lives. You know what I mean? So it's great.
Hmm.
Like I don't have to worry about them.
Don't say that too loud, though.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You could
My
jinx
brother
it,
does join. My older brother, one of my brothers joins a lot, and he understands me though.
Mm.
He
But
joins
you,
and yeah, the
but you
chat
know,
knows
you
him a
were
little bit.
no, but you were and your wife, but
Right.
you were talking about, how much time I invest and what I'm trying to do, that maybe the quality also of what I'm trying to put out, with all of that time invested in the channel and the fact that I have, so few subscribers for the time being. So it's more like I'm extremely I'm extremely happy because I just, got over the 500 mark, which is like
Hmm.
somehow kind of the first mark. Then you have the 1,000, then, goes up.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's kind of like, this first thing where I believe, because I've been doing it since, the end of October, beginning of November, I really believe if I wouldn't be there now, I could look back and think maybe I'm doing something wrong. If there's something after like 3 months, 3 months, if I had like 50 subscribers, I would, maybe rethink what I'm doing
Reevaluate. Hmm.
and reevaluate. Now, the thing is, I know exactly what I am doing, and I know that it can speak to many people, but that's also an algorithm thing. That's also, all of that going on. So I also know that because I only have 500 subscribers now, and I'm not doing any clickbait, and I know that I'm not going to
Very
get,
important.
those thousands in there. So that then comes the question, what are my core values, and what do I want to do with this channel and with those podcasts? And because I deeply believe that what I'm doing is right. And I do believe that my content is good. I do believe that the interviews I do are interesting. I do
Hmm.
believe that what I am doing is that I'm on the right path, and hard work always pays off. And so I believe that in the end, if I continue to go on the right path and I tweak it, here and there with the right
Hmm.
things that I need to change, but small things, not the base,
Hmm.
then it's going to work. And I'm so sure of it.
Yo,
And
I'm sure of it too.
I believe in myself, and I believe in what I'm doing, and I believe that, there are a lot of people that are out there that would be interested by my channel if they knew about it.
Yes, and that's why I was I wanted to have you on the show specifically, not just for that reason, but just because first of all, on our when I went on your show, they don't know that we
Oh,
probably
I'm
spoke for
sorry. I just saw a comment
the
from
sweater.
Donna. I just saw a comment from Donna that said that she just subbed to my channel. So thank you, Donna. That's so nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, they were asking about your sweater as well.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
it
yeah, I
is.
am. Yeah, where is
Mhm.
it? Yeah, there. Yeah, yeah, I am rocking the super sweater tonight.
Yeah, that's the one I
Yep.
bought too. By the way, I should have worn
Yeah.
mine. We'd be matching. I
Yeah,
should have
I
worn
thought
mine.
I thought maybe you would wear it.
I know.
It
I
would be
I wear it
matching
all the
matching.
time. So now I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
let me not do it. I'm not ready to wash it yet.
You never washed it?
No, I don't wash. But sweaters like that, I do not wash until they smell. Until they smell or got some
Oh
dirt on it.
God.
Yeah,
Don't do that. Very bad idea.
I know.
It sticks
I
in
only I, I only wear it on live. I don't go
oh
anywhere, so
well.
it's like so
Okay.
this
Oh,
I
you
sit
don't
here and I
wear it
wear it.
out?
No, I haven't worn it out yet.
Uh, I'm
Yeah.
quite scared to wear it out. I think I wore it out once because I'm so scared of getting, something on it. So
Stain.
I wear it inside.
From what I hear, it you can wash it in a machine. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I did. Well, I've washed it plenty, and I had a huge stain on it the other day, and it went out great. So it does wash really well.
Okay,
So
great.
don't
Heather said that's
fear.
gross. That's gross, Manny. Hey, listen. I sit here. I wear it. I
I
do the live.
wasn't judging. I was just surprised.
I sit here. I wear it, and then I take it off. That's really what I'm. You ask my wife. I'm like, don't touch my sweat. I'm so protective over it. So protective over it, but I won't wash it.
Just wash it on low heat, and then either
No, I
lay
have
it
to wash it
flat
now.
or hang it.
No, no, I
And
have to
don't
wash it
don't
now.
don't
I've
don't
worn
put it
I've
in
worn
the
it.
in the dryer.
I've worn it 3 times now, so I have to wash it now.
Oh
Yeah, but I am.
yeah. Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say
No,
to you. I was
no,
going to
but
say to you
like three
earlier.
times is okay. But I thought like if you've worn it like for a month and a half, nonstop, that would be a bit
Oh
much.
no.
But like,
God damn. Is that what I was thinking? I just meant I've worn it for like 3 lives, I think.
yeah,
I
that's
think,
okay.
yeah.
That's nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I've also recorded like that same day I'd record a bunch of reactions. But yeah, so now what I saw was that that's
I was just
crazy.
thinking. I hope you don't do the same with your underwear.
Oh, I'm not even gonna say I was gonna say something funny, but it's just not
This is
it's
a
not
safe
appropriate.
space, Manny. You can talk about anything here.
I was gonna ask you something. I was
About
watching
my
the
underwear.
no, speaking of, no. I was gonna because I was watching the Ricochet interview you did.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
gonna tell the chat like they have no idea how long our first interview was. It was like almost 3 hours long. And they have no idea
Yeah, it was
because
something like 2.5 hours. Or yeah,
yeah
your pod with Ricochet. Yeah,
yeah. Oh no, wait, what?
your pod with Ricochet. You mean, or what?
No, I'm
Or
talking
no,
about my
our
pod with you. Yeah, with
oh
you.
oh yeah, it was so long.
Yeah, no, I was
Yeah, I
like, they
think
have
it
no
was
idea
almost three
that you
hours.
crunch it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it really was. It was. We
yeah,
crunched it. You somehow crunched it to 40 minutes. I have no idea how you did that. That was just
yeah.
magnificent work.
Magic.
I was like, when it came out, I was like, 40 minutes. I was like,
Well,
oh man, she worked hard on it. This took her all week. Hats off.
it did take me a few hours, yeah. No, but yeah, we did. I think it was 2 hours and 40 minutes or 45 minutes we talked, something like that. Yeah, it was really long.
Yeah,
But
no, it was
but
really
yeah, that's when we thought we maybe should do an episode
another
2 or 3 or
one.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think this is gonna be able to end here. We're gonna have to we're gonna have to continue this. And it was a good
Well,
conversation though. I
because we said
appreciate you having
goodbye
me.
like we said goodbye like 5 times,
Yeah, that's what it was.
and we just never hung up.
Oh, I'm historically known for that. You should see. Oh, you should know. 'Cause at the end of my lives, I keep trying to
Yeah.
end my life, and I just can't. I just can't. I literally can't. I tried to end my lives like for like it takes me 30 minutes to end a life.
That's
On
ridiculous.
average. On
So
average, it takes me
so
about
like
30
this oh,
minutes.
this is why they take for 2 hours, because it takes you 30 minutes to set it up, and then 30 minutes to say goodbye, and actually you're just doing a live for an hour in between.
Yeah, so don't forget I'm also 30 minutes late. I'm also 30 minutes. So it's about an hour and a half of nothing going on.
Alice is so
I'm just wasting
professional,
people's
Manny.
time.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Oh
just winging
God.
this thing, just seeing how it goes.
Yeah, well, actually you are.
No, that's a literal fact. Like, I take my
Oh
reactions
God.
very serious. When I sit down and do my reactions, oh my God, I'm always prepared. Listen, I'm always prepared. I got my water, I got everything. I'm like, oh, I got to get started in about 5 minutes with these reactions. Why am I getting? I'm so time sensitive about reactions, but not lives.
Oh
It's
yeah, you
amazing.
don't take them seriously, but
Yeah,
that's the fun of it. That's why people are
yeah,
here. Hmm.
yeah. It's always fun. So now what I'm trying to do is but oh yeah, I was gonna tell you earlier was when I was watching your Ricochet one and stuff like that, and Ruby, is her name Ruby?
Ruby J, yeah.
Yeah, Ruby J.
Ruby,
As I was
Ruby
watching
J.
those two, it was kind of inspiring me to do more potting with a go. I know I started it like a while ago with Uncle Ray, but I was only going to do it like once a month or something like that. But now I'm
Hmm.
like, now I want to do it like at least once a week more often, and like kind of like what you said, you was like, you're inspired by helping others or giving others a platform to speak. I want to do that now with just like other creators and stuff like that, and just
Hmm.
that was always the plan, but I'm just saying like I want to do it more often because it the view the numbers just don't really matter, you know what I'm saying? It's about the human to human connection. Not only
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know giving somebody motivation and then drawing inspiration just from the conversation alone,
yeah.
like that's way more, like that means way more to me because at the end of the day I'm going to do my reactions, right? And
Oh yeah.
those are what going to generate subs anyways, you know what I'm saying? The
Hmm.
lives are more than just like more of a personal thing, and also just putting out that good energy. At the end of the day, I'm it's to keep the positivity productive. That's what it's really
Oh yeah,
about. Like
sure.
for me, anyways,
I
that's just
I
what's the
think I
core.
think something's happening in the chat. Can you check it out? Because I think
Oh, what's
someone's
happening?
calling us.
Manny, Lisa, read Donna's joke. Oh, okay. Donna wants me to. He wants me to read Donna's joke. Oh, I think they're probably roasting me. This is what they do. I don't know if you ever noticed. Let's see, Donna. The old joke is going to tell my. It's going to tell my age. What's rude? Leaving your dirty underwear on the floor. What's crude? When you throw them against the wall and they stick.
That's disgusting.
Donna, why did you
Oh
feel like that was necessary right now?
no. I have too big of an imagination for those very vivid jokes. But that's really disgusting.
Oh my god! Wait, Ron, what happened? You was protecting me. Who was roasting me? He said I can't let Manny be the only one getting roasted. Who else is getting roasted? Yeah, we got to every once in a while. I like to pay attention to the chat. Every once in a while, they actually yell at me because I don't pay attention to them enough. So I'll be
Oh
doing a
yeah.
reaction on live, and they'll just be like, "He doesn't care about us." It's like, well, I have to post this later. I can't just be. It can't be chaos all the time.
so so
I am a
your lives are
professional.
so your lives are completely chaotic. You're never there on time. You let them wait. Then you don't take care of them when you're in the chat. And so actually
Keep going.
you're just a bully to everyone. They're like, we love you.
Yeah. Now
you're
listen.
you're
You know
you're the
what? You know what's
nicest
crazy?
bully though.
You
But
know
it's
what's crazy about
crazy.
everything
It's
you said?
crazy.
No, no, no. You know what's crazy? What you just said? That's not what people tell me. but I can't say you lied about anything you just said. That's the crazy part.
Well, people love you with your flaws.
I
That's
think
the
that's what it
answer.
is. They accept me. They accept me for who I am. Well, thank you for reading off my
Mhm.
characteristics.
No, it wasn't mean.
What does it say? You know what? What does it say about all these people who follow me?
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Like, what does it say about Lisa, who wants to be on this pod right now? Y'all all need help. We all need help.
Oh yeah, we do.
we're
We
actually
do.
just we're actually just like-minded souls who come together to not be miserable alone. That's really what it is.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, sure. Oh no,
That's why
but
we're here.
I just want to help you out. That's just
Yeah, I know.
it.
Everybody feels bad for me. Man, I hate pity.
Oh.
It's my least favorite. It's my
Oh
least
yeah, that's
favorite thing.
awful. Oh yeah, that's awful. Yeah, that's the
You know, no,
worst.
for real.
That is the
Attention.
worst.
I just can't stand attention. I hate when people just want to be around.
What, attention? You don't like
Yeah.
attention?
No. Oh my god, I hate attention.
Oh,
Hold on, my back is itching. My wife bought me this new device. This is great, by the way.
that's a back scratcher.
Oh my god, it's so great.
No.
So you were saying?
Are you making this live sensual now?
It's getting a little dark. Oh, okay, that's great. All right, I'm good now. I just need a quick little itch. So, my I have a question for you. As far as futuristic, are you just because you're kind of just getting started somewhere, right? So, any plans to diverge into anything else? Like, because you don't really actually do. Like, I think you should start another channel. This might be a lot for you, but I think you should start an actual reaction channel where you
I will.
flood because
Yeah.
for the purpose of you don't got to put much time into it. You could just do it like once a week or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, I know
But
exactly what you're thinking because that's something that crossed my mind, and I've been talking about this option, with different people. I had the same conversation with Ray too, and it
mhm,
was like, what do I want to do and where do I want to go? Because I have for what I'm doing now, I have an extremely clear idea of what I'm doing and where I want to go and where this is leading me and stuff. So, like the plan for the actual channel and for the podcast that I'm doing right now is very clear. So I don't have I'm not like lost in what I want to do.
mhm,
I'm I'm more so trying to, as you said, maybe diversify or maybe do something different on the side. And then the idea is, well, if I'm doing something different, do I want to do it on the same channel or do I want to do it on another channel? So yeah, this has been crossing my mind a bit. So maybe this could be the case. Maybe there
Okay.
could be
I I
either a
I,
second
I
channel
think
or
it's a no
something, or
brainer.
just another section on my channel with different
Oh,
stuff.
that could work, but the problem with that is that if the reactions take off, you're gonna throw off the algorithm because if it actually ends up taking off and it gets a lot of attention, then you might be suppressing those views by having other things in the like right now. What I'm doing, I'm suppressing my channel right now just by doing potting with a goat. And now if
Oh
potting
yeah,
with a
yeah, I know
goat,
what you
you know what
mean.
I mean?
When it's
Yeah,
on the same channel. Yeah, yeah, right.
yeah.
Yeah, so
But
that's
I
why
think you should
maybe
do it
the
though.
idea is to do something different, either to do something additional on the same channel or to have another channel and redirect people. But I think, yeah, I think that's one option. But then there are many different things. I mean, if we were talking about it when I was interviewing you on, and when we talked for,
Hmm.
that long, where we said we always have new ideas and we always want to do new stuff. And I think it's just like when your brain is going that fast and that you are very creative, then you have like 10 new ideas every week. And you're just like, oh, this could be great. And oh, I could try that. And this could be something interesting. And so I think it's also about trying to center yourself in what you really want to do and what could be interesting for you in the long run. Because maybe something can be interesting for a week, and then after a week you're like, meh. But then if in the beginning you
Mm,
really think about it and try to, it doesn't mean it's going to be perfect the first time,
right.
but just like try to find something that really interests you, where you think like, oh, I could do this for quite some time and I'm not
Quite a
going to
while.
get bored of it. It's like like what you're doing. I mean, you started with specific reactions, and then you thought, I'm just going to open wide up, to any reaction, to any
Right.
music. And that's something where you thought, oh, I could be doing this for a long time because it's just very
Yes.
interesting all the time.
Right.
So I think, yeah, I think
Lisa,
it's interesting to, yeah.
Pip has a great suggestion for you. I have to agree with this. She says Lisa should react to reactions.
I should react to reactions.
No, that's
I should,
actually there's somebody who does that. I forget his channel. Uh, it's really good. It's
yeah,
really interesting. I
yeah,
was
yeah. It's
so
like,
intrigued. I didn't think I'd be intrigued by it. It sounds kind of nuts
no, but
reacting to a
it's
reaction,
like
but
it's like the inception of reactors, right? It's a
like Uncle
reactor
Ray does
reacting
that.
to yeah, yeah. He
Uncle Ray
he
does that
reacts to
something.
his own reaction.
Right. Yeah. He's on another level with it. But I think your style would be very, very key, very different.
Yeah, but I think that's an interesting idea. I never thought about it that way, but thanks, Pip. That's really an interesting idea. I'm
The
going to
dreading it
do that.
podcast are in the house right now, so say hi to them.
Oh, obviously. Yeah. I'm so happy they're here. I adore those guys. They're so much fun. I was like, what, 2 hours ago, I was laughing my head off because I was on their live and they're just great. I
Yeah,
love them.
everybody was telling me. They were sending me screenshots on Instagram
Oh,
about
yeah.
the conversation. Yeah, I'm well informed on when the dreading. I was telling the chat. I was like, oh, is the dreading it podcast live right now? Oh, well, I was telling the group chat on Instagram. Are they live right now? I was like, oh, then I'm not going live yet. I'm gonna wait for them to finish.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something that was so fun when I scheduled the premiere of my interview with Disco Doc. And then we were like, oh yeah, when would it be fine for you, blah blah blah. And we were just scheduling the whole thing, and then he was like, oh, I think for me the best time is like Tuesday at 8 or something. I was like, oh yeah, sure, perfect for me. So we scheduled the entire thing. And I think like half an hour before he sent me a message, he was like, oh no, I forgot about TDIP. And I was like, oh my god.
I try to
And I
tell.
was
Yeah, I try to tell him
like,
like, yeah, I don't play those games. I don't play those
oh
games.
yeah, and I thought like there's going to be no one watching our premiere. Everyone's going to be
No,
with
seriously.
TDIP. But then we still had some people. But then we
I'm
thought,
trying to be
yeah.
over there. I'm trying to be in the chat too. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
hold on. I don't want to be working. I want to go.
yeah, of course. That's the thing I
I'm
want
trying
you
to be
to
in the
do.
chat. When
Yeah.
it's Uncle Ray, you just got to do it anyways because he's gonna be on there for 8 hours. So I'm just like, well, I'm going. I'm starting. I'm not waiting for him.
Yeah,
TDIP,
that's
they're
different.
professional with their timing. If they say it's gonna be an hour,
Oh
they
yeah.
may go over a little bit, but they usually in and out. They go to their after dark stuff and stuff like that. But yeah.
But they have so much going on, though. It was so fun for me in that interview because they started off. It was one of my first questions was like, how do you manage all of that? Because they were like, oh, we're musicians, and then we have a family. Obviously, we have our 9 to 5. Then we're doing this, and we started doing a live once a week. Now we're doing 3 times a week. Now we're doing the after dark. And then we're also, oh yeah, I also do. So I shoot music videos on the side, and then I also do this. I'm a
Just casually
photographer. I
mentioning
was
all
like,
these.
wow, and I was like, oh my god, guys, this is
Oh, vibe
insane.
reactions in the house.
Oh, Ray. Oh yeah. It's
Remember that?
Lisa.
Remember that? It's Lisa.
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 Oh my god. Do you know I have to tell Ray? I clipped it and I just randomly
Yeah.
listen to that. If I'm a bit down,
You
I
said you
just
were gonna do
listen to
that. I
him.
saw when you
Oh
said that.
yeah.
I was like,
And I just listen to him and I'm like, I put it on, and the clip just goes and it's like, it's Lisa. And I'm like, oh yeah. And
you
it's
need to
just
use that as your
me
intro.
in a
I'm telling you.
oh well that's what I thought. I have to do
No,
something where it's
absolutely.
just going to be
We
just
all
Ray
steal we
singing
all
my
steal
name.
Ray's voice for something. I stole him at the end of my lyric video. You just gotta steal his voice every once in a while.
Oh no, he's great. Thank you so much, Ray. That really it made my day, and it's bringing me so much joy every time I listen to you. And
Lisa.
I wa- and I watch your little birdie fly away with singing my name. That's just mwah. Chef's kiss.
Listen,
Thank you
he's
so
he's
much.
he's done it to me too. I was on. He did one of my reactions where I had like a turtleneck on, and he was just like, he said, "This fool look like he do poetry. Like he's like, sick boy, sick boy, sick boy, sick boy." Like I'm like, what is he doing? He was
Oh
he
God.
reacted to my the first of all, the whole reaction was almost 2 hours long, and he was reacting to my reaction, and for like 40 minutes he was roasting me. It was just hilarious, and I haven't even met him yet. I haven't even known him yet. This is just him roasting me for fun. I'm like, oh, this guy does this for fun. Like he just roasts people. I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
he
oh
must do
man,
that.
yeah, great guy,
Oh,
great guy.
oh yeah, he is great. Yeah, shout out to you, Ray. You're amazing. I love you.
So
This is
I
just
do
so
gotta go to
fun.
work tonight, so this is not gonna be the longest one on one. My thing with
Hmm.
bringing people on, not really in interviews, more just getting just to chat and get to know each other a little more. My what I wanted to know really before you go, I do want to know. So as far as like you said, futuristic, you thought about doing reactions or whatever, but what about? I feel like if you did more of a what's that word I'm trying to think of? Not introspective because that's what everything Ren does, but doing like some so basically doing something new every time, right? So basically like let's say you did a reaction. Let's say it's kind of like suggested. I know that's how YouTube works anyways. People just suggest things, but suggested by other creators. Like maybe Ray can tell you to react to something that he feels like you would connect to. I can tell you something that I feel like you would connect to, or whoever else, whatever creators you're in communications
Oh,
with.
so
Somebody who
that
has more
I
of an idea of what like the type of person you are. That way,
okay.
it's very worth it when you do like the reaction. I would
So do
love to
you
see you
mean?
do some songs that I know that you would just like destroy in a breakdown. Like you would just really like give good
Oh
perspective
yeah,
on.
well, because I have two videos on my channel. One that is just a reaction, a real music reaction of me reacting to Vane and Fury's song. He did for Renz, the South
Yeah,
African musician.
yeah,
So I reacted to that. So that's just yeah, purely a music reaction. And then I did a full breakdown of Seven Sins, which is almost an hour long, where I did the entire breakdown of of the entire lyrics. So, and
Yeah,
I linked some of the lyrics to the chapters and to different things Ren said in interviews and stuff. So it's really a lengthy breakdown, but then I did this, but I think it is obviously more interesting for me to dive a little bit deeper into the lyrics
same.
and not to stay level surface, because and obviously with Ren, everything is interconnected throughout his catalog. So
Yeah,
there's songs that we're listening to now, like Slaughterhouse, that can be linked to a song that he wrote when he was 16 or something. So I think when you have like
or in the
these,
future, like he's gonna bring it
or
back up
yeah,
later.
yeah, yeah. But so I think when you have this vision of, and you have the knowledge of his catalog, then you can, and his story, you can really find links in places other reactors maybe can't or don't know. And so this is something I did with Seven Sins, but I think it would be interesting to do with other songs too. But then if I get like something a little bit tailored to my channel or tailored to me as a person from you or from Ray
Hmm.
or from Disco, or different people who really know what I'm about and what I do, then
Right.
it could be really interesting to go down that
Yeah,
route with
I
more
think it would.
so deep dives than reactions maybe.
No, yeah, definitely deep dives is what I'm talking about. More of a like an analytical, like more of like an analysis type of
Hmm.
situation. When I first
And
started,
this is what I
I was gonna
prefer
name
to
my
do.
channel like yeah. So when I first started, I wasn't even gonna name my channel reaction. I was gonna say I think I was gonna like just like analyst or something. Like I was trying to like diverge from what everybody was doing, just try to stand out or whatever. But
Hmm.
I realized there were some songs I was acting a fool to. I was like, oh, that's a reaction. Like I was just acting a fool in that video. But some it depends on the music. But
Yeah, of
yeah,
course.
I think you would do a stellar job at like really just breaking certain things down. I mean, that's what I enjoy doing. That's what I'm into. So like, I
Yeah.
would love to see somebody else doing something like that as well. And there's not a lot of. There's
Yeah,
actually
fair
not a
enough.
lot. I've searched and there's not a lot of people who do it. Actually, I don't really know
No.
anybody who actually does it consistently. Honestly,
Well, do you know where my Seven Sins idea came from? Because actually I adore that song. I really love that song.
me too. It's one of my favorite songs.
There's so many references in that song, and it's really,
Hmm.
and I mean the switch ups are insane and the beat is insane. I just love
Hmm.
everything about it. I mean the lyrics and then the production is it's just insane. So I love listening to that song, and then I was like, these lyrics are hella deep. I really would like to see what people think specifically of certain lyrics. So I went to check out Seven Sin reactions, and I watched like, 6, 8, 12, 15, and I was like, no one is really going that deep into the lyrics. People are just going like, oh yeah, he talked about this in another song, and then, continued the video, and then paused again and went like, oh yeah, we know Ren, experienced this and that, and then continued. And I was like, no one's
Mm.
going that deep into anything. So I don't have anyone to connect to who's really going to try to cross-reference something in the lyrics or biblically or something, have like the biblical stories that go with the
Right.
biblical references and stuff, which are really interesting. So I thought, there's no one doing this. So actually, I thought like, I'm going to do this. No one did this. So I'm just going
Right.
to do it. And this is not because I wanted to go into reactions. It was actually because I thought I wanted to find that video. I didn't find it, so now I have to put the work in. So
You got to make it.
I spent like 5 days, really doing my research and putting down notes and stuff before doing the video. And I was like, if there's anyone like me trying to find a deep dive into those, insane lyrics, then they're going to find my video. So that was
Yeah.
just the point of my video. Yeah.
So I think in the beginning, it's hard to find those videos just because most people. I don't. Well, let me not assume most people. The idea of the reaction is that you're listening to the song for the first time, right? Obviously. So
Yeah.
if you're gonna do it, so what I'm for you, I think it would be great if you whether you listen to it the first time or you're not listening for the first time, it would just be great just for you to break it down. Probably
Oh
not
yeah.
listening to it for the first time, probably be even better. Probably be even
Hmm.
for the purpose of what you're trying to serve. Like you know what I'm saying. So a lot of my really deep reactions they're on Patreon, but a lot of my rens that are on YouTube, they're pretty long videos because, like you said,
Hmm.
like I pull up the lyrics, I get so deep into the lyrics, and I I try to touch on everything that's in there, right? I think my Seven Sins video is like 45 minutes long. It's one of my longer. Actually, the Screech, the Jenny Screeching Five. That one's about an hour long.
Well,
That was the
yeah,
longest one of them.
obviously. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
because it was like the story was so long. But yeah. So I think even if you chose to do songs that weren't your first time, right? Even some of the Ren songs you know about already, like they
Yeah.
still deserve some great,
But
like
I think I'm still, even if I'm going to do other stuff, and even if I'm going to, diversify to some other channel or something, I think I'm still because I have a section in my channel that is deep dives where I have my seven sins in there. And
mhm.
so I think I'll just do a few more because it really intrigues me, and I think it's really interesting to go really deep into those lyrics. And he has so many different songs that you can do that with. I mean, if you just take, like the top songs, there's High Ren and Sick Boy and Seven Sins and, two and Slaughterhouse and one or two others where, it's like, and, the Tales, where you can really, really go deep into all of
Yeah.
that. So I think I'm going to do that anyway because it just interests me too, to do the
Mhm.
research and stuff and find stuff, find interesting things to say about them. And I was just checking out the chat, and I saw Vicky said I should interview Steven's Mind, a reactor called Steven's Mind. So
I'm not familiar.
Vicky, I will contact him and I will check it out. So thanks for
Thank you for
the
that. Thank you.
idea. Yeah, thank you so much.
So we're gonna be wrapping this up, guys. Any last words for our friend Lisa here? Listen, if you're in this chat right now and you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to Lisa and Life. But your channel is not Lisa and Life, right? When you search it, it's actually
Yeah, it is.
it is
It is.
something else always
Yeah,
pops up whenever I type Lisa and Life.
yeah,
Some weird person. I'm like, this isn't Lisa. Who is this?
yeah, there is a, I think she's a Russian who also has a, it's not Lisa in Life, it's Lisa something else, and somehow she always pops up.
No, always.
But no, it is Lisa and Life. It's at Lisa and Life official. But then it's you can, I don't know if maybe Ashley can pull up a link to my channel.
Oh, she's been
And
doing it the
so,
whole time,
yeah.
nonstop.
So just click on Ashley's link, but you can find me on at least on Life Official. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to type yours like without any space. Type it all together, Lisa and Life. I was just saying that. Ashley just was just type. Ashley just typed what I was just about to say. Yeah, so you have to
Wait.
type it in without any spaces.
Yeah, if you type just Lisa and Life without any spaces, I come up, right?
Yeah, but when you put
I
like
think
Lisa
so.
space and space Life, it doesn't. It's somebody else pops up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's me.
So guys, make sure you follow Lisa.
Oh
Show
yes,
love, show
please come
love.
and follow.
But not only
It w-
follow, make sure you hit the bell. Make sure you like. Go on there and like every video she's done. I don't care if you didn't watch it yet.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, if you sub to my channel, you have to like every video I did.
No, yeah, you do. You really do. I spent all night liking every video. And you guys have to watch all of them too. Yeah, like I had to
Oh
watch
yeah,
every
yeah,
single interview.
and they're really short. They're between half an hour and 1 hour. So
Yeah, no,
short
you get it.
watch. You can just do that on the way
You
to
can get at
work.
least 20 in a day. Yeah, you can get at least 20 in a day.
Oh, and by the way, I just want to say to everybody that is watching this, if you sub to my channel, you can watch the videos, but you can also find me on Spotify. So I have both of my podcasts that are up on Spotify and on YouTube
Oh,
Music
that's
and
good to
Apple
know.
Music. And yeah, so Apple Music, YouTube Music, Spotify, and a few more. And you can find The Unheard. So that is the podcast about chronic
Are all
illnesses
those
and mental
links
health.
on your YouTube description? All those links?
Yeah,
Can you
they're
send me all
all.
those links? I'll put them in my description. Can you send me
Oh,
just
thank you. Yeah.
those
So
lists of
yeah,
links?
I'll send them over to you. They're just in my on my channel, on the top of my channel in my links.
Oh, I can
And
steal them from over there.
and so you'll find the podcast of The Unheard and the Renegade Talk podcast, and you can find them on Spotify and YouTube Music as videos, but then also just as the audio if you pull them up in your car, for example.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Hey, that's not a bad idea. You just completely influenced me to turn my reactions into Spotify links.
Mm-hmm. Because
Well, I couldn't do that
actually,
because I'm playing their music though, so I can't do that.
I don't know. I don't know
I
how.
don't know if I
Well,
can do that.
obviously
That's
because
really good though. That was
on my
just got me
podcast on
got me
my well,
thinking.
if you can easily turn your potting with the goats, you can easily turn it into a podcast because you just when you're on your YouTube, you just put them all in a playlist in a podcast playlist. And so they become a podcast, and as soon as they become a podcast listed as a podcast on your channel, then they automatically go to YouTube Music as a podcast.
Oh,
So
we got to
they're
do more
yeah.
talking. We got to do more talking.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I need to get schooled. I need to get
Uh-huh. I
schooled.
maybe have 2 or 3 things to tell
Sight of
you that
God,
could be
sight of God.
interesting.
What's up, dog? Oh, you got plenty.
Oh.
I'm sure you got plenty to teach me. Just look at me. Look how we started today.
Oh yeah, sure.
Sight of God. What's up, brother?
Oh yes, I is there. Oh, and
All right, guys.
I
What's
just
up?
want to give a shout out to the Dreading It podcast again because they just won an award yesterday for their podcast,
Yeah,
so
that's
that's
right.
great. Yeah,
That's
so
right. That's right.
congrats
Shout
to
out to them.
them.
I love when
Yeah.
you post it because it reminds me and I get to repost it. I'll just repost Lisa's post.
You are
That's what I do.
so lazy.
I'm
If
so
you post, because I'm like full in the grind, and I'm like following everyone. And every time someone does a thing, I'm like, oh, I'll do a cute story about it, and then you just watch my stories and you repost all of my posts. Oh my God, you're such a lazy.
Lisa,
Oh
I do
God.
it to help you. You gotta
Oh,
understand. I want people to see where
you never. Oh,
the original post is coming from. You know what I'm saying?
thank you so much.
That's my way
Thank you
of helping.
so much for your work and your investment in my channel. Thank you so much,
Oh
man.
god.
Oh
She said, I do all this work and all you do is just steal it and repost it.
God. Saya is
Science
supposed to
supposed
be
to be
working.
working. They always argue. It's so funny.
Oh God.
I love how Prime is always like he's always like I don't know which one's older, but he always comes off as the big brother when they're like he would look at his side like he's the mature one. I'm like, you guys are
Oh
just
yeah.
as mature and immature as the other. Like it's
Oh,
funny though.
the dynamic is
Prime would be
really
like, "Are you
funny.
serious, man? Are you mad? Are you mad?" And Size is like, "What?"
Oh, it's so
Size is
good.
like innocently criminal, and Prime is like there to
if
check him.
i- if you like that dynamic between them, go and watch their reaction to it wasn't Genesis the last one. Ren's Bittersweet Symphony. If you haven't watched that one, go and watch it because King Prime got so mad at Cyan.
He's always getting mad at him.
So if you like that, you can watch that.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
by
check
the
that
way,
out.
he's the mature one. Of course, Saya. Sorry. Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, you are.
Mature my backside.
But I am so no, but I really understand Saya because in that in that video, Saya he paused the video and he
Mhm.
asked the question. He was like, it's the one where it's live with the violins and the cello and everything. And so he paused the video. He's like, I really just I'm thinking like, are these guys live? Because I can't see any cables and stuff, but they seem like really in sync with the music. Like I'm watching them and they're super in sync, but like somehow it feels kind of weird because and King got so mad at him. He was like, you had to pause the video to ask this question. This is just so stupid. And I was sitting there and I was like, that could have been me because I always, my friends tell me my superpower is telling people things that are bluntly obvious, and that's my superpower. Just
Well,
get
thank you. You've
convincing
done that
people.
a few times today, so I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. And so yeah, I use my superpower every day. And so I know how Saya must have been feeling, because he probably thought it was a really important question to be
Yeah.
asking. So Saya, I'm with you. I'm with you, man. Yeah, I
I
get you.
wanted to enjoy the masterpiece. He couldn't wait.
No, it is so important. We have to know,
I won't speak on that because I pause my own music. So I can't even get through my
Oh yeah,
own songs.
you have nothing to comment about this.
No,
This
I
is
have
like
no
no,
contribution.
no comment to give.
I bought a new mic.
Oh wow, that's a nice one.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah,
XLR one.
very
It's really
very
nice.
retro Elvis like. Yeah,
I
it's a
like it. Like
nice
I'm gonna
one.
use it for like videos, hang it upside down, stuff like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
It's got
looks
a
good.
it has a protective coat on there. I'm gonna light it on fire. It's gonna be great.
Does
All
it sound
aesthetics.
good? Does it sound good?
I don't know. I don't plan on using it for real. I'm it's like a prop. It's for the aesthetics
Oh,
of it.
it's just a
But it
prop.
does work though. But no, it's a real mic. It's a real mic. So I haven't tried it out. I don't know how it actually sounds. I'll find out. But
Yeah, I wouldn't
yeah,
count too much on the sound, but it does look good.
I wouldn't count it. It was cheap. It's like
Mm,
$100. So I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
think it's gonna do great sound. But yeah, it's for the
Yeah, it's more
visuals though.
for yeah, for the spiel of it, yeah.
Yeah, the spiel of it.
The
Yeah.
spiel.
So I gotta get ready for work. I have work tonight.
Oh
I
yeah,
gotta do a
sorry.
couple of reactions before I go into work. So I got some work to do.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a pleasure having you. I'm glad we reconnected once again. Hour and
Oh
40. I
yeah.
was thinking maybe we were gonna do 2 hours or something, but I was about an hour late. So that's where that time went.
Well, that counts, yeah.
So yeah. But I appreciate everybody who pulled up tonight.
Oh yeah,
Let's see what the
thank you
chat
for
is saying.
everyone for
100%.
being in the chat. Yeah.
Sexy Mike.
100.
Oh, you like the mic? She said sexy Mike.
Oh
I just
yeah.
had to give him. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Well,
Lisa,
everyone has been so nice in the chat too. Thank you so much, guys, for being there. That means a lot to me. Thank you, and thanks
yes,
to you. It was really nice having me. I really enjoy talking to you. We always have a good time.
absolutely, absolutely, and hopefully you likewise, of course. Um, I was supposed to go live today, but I just realized that because I was so late today, I'm not going to be able to go live because I was going to go live again and just do reactions or whatever. And I'm like, well, that's not going to happen. I have to go to work tonight, and I have a family to attend to, and I have to eat. I haven't eaten yet, so I have to eat too. So
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that would be a good idea. Yeah.
When you watch my last night one, and you look so tired, it was like first of all I wasn't fit. So since you brought it up, well you brought it off camera, but
Yeah, I
yeah
did
I wasn't
actually.
yeah I know right I just well since you brought that up 2 hours ago, let me just talk about it. No, I wasn't feeling well, and I was
Oh,
like
well,
I
you
was
look like it. Yeah, you didn't look
yeah I was
very good in
nauseous.
last night's live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was nauseous, and nobody else noticed though. So I just want to say thank you for noticing.
Oh. Well, it's
And
okay.
forget all of you who didn't know I was struggling.
Well, my heart goes out to you. I'm there with you.
No, I wasn't. I was just a little nauseous. I don't know what was wrong with me, but I got through it. I got through it. These guys, they just keep my spirits up. That's the thing. That's when you said we
Oh,
come
they
here for
do,
ourselves.
of
Like
course.
I just like
Yeah, and
because
everyone is so
I wasn't feeling
positive.
well, made me want to go live even more. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't feeling well, it made me want to go live even more.
Wow.
Like I wanted to feel better. I don't like feeling
Mm,
like that and then being in my room or whatever.
yeah,
Like no,
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Launches into
but
Ven
you
B.
still
Hey,
have to
yeah.
go to work.
Oh yes,
Oh,
Ven B. I
what?
need you to react to that. I need you to listen to it since you're not doing reactions yet. But I need
To
Ven B featuring
which
Ren.
Venby? Oh
Oh
yeah,
my
oh yeah,
god,
I
you heard
know.
it
Oh,
already?
you hadn't heard
Oh,
that one?
I just yesterday for the first time. We're trying to
Yeah,
find
that's
out what I
nice.
haven't heard because I've done like 60 Ren reactions, so it's hard to find a song that I
Well,
haven't done yet. And I was
what
so
you
happy
know what
about
is
that one.
interesting? There is a little trick that I did. Is
Gutter.
that when you go on Rent Spotify,
Hmm.
when you go on any artist Spotify, you have their songs. That you have the top songs, the top streaming songs. Then you have the discography where you can find all of the different albums and the singles. But if you go all the way down, if you open up all of the albums and singles and you go all the way down, then you find all of the songs the artist is featured on by other artists. So all of the featurings he did
Oh.
with other ones. And so for Ren,
Mm.
for example, which is interesting, you find songs he has been featured on that are not his, so he can't publish them as his songs. But so you find the features he did, featurings he did, and then you also find playlists where they took some of Ren's songs and changed them into like drum and bass beats and stuff like that. So it's really, really cool. It gives
Mm.
another twist on the songs, and that's where I found the Van Lee song.
All right. Well, I have an idea. I
Yes.
just concocted an idea just now. I just concocted an
Oh
idea.
wow. Okay, go on.
Okay. We are going to do. All right, chat. What do y'all think about this? We're gonna invite Lisa on the show. We're gonna do reactions. We're gonna do some deep. She's the only other person I know who does deep down analysis. So, you know, that type of brain. You have that type of mind for it. You haven't done any yet, but you should. So,
Mhm.
we'll do episodes. Maybe we'll just do this like once a week or something like that, where we'll do deep down analysis reactions to some Renegade songs. Whether I've heard it or not, we're just gonna peel the layers back and just it's gonna be
Oh
probably
yeah,
a
that would
lengthy
be
one.
really yeah, that would be really cool. I would love to do that with you. And I think we have
Once a week, deep down
yeah.
analysis. We should do it.
What do you think
So that
about it, chat?
we bring all the
What does
Renegade
the
nerds who
yeah, what
enjoy.
does the chat think about that idea?
Obviously, yes, they said. Obviously, yes.
Oh, Tracy just had a really good one. She said do Elisa and live.
Ooh, that's the name of it.
Ooh,
That's
that's
the
a
name of
good
it.
one. Ah,
Yeah,
good one,
we have to be
Tracy.
live. We have to be live for it.
Oh yeah, of course. Good one.
It's where I'm
Thank you,
happy. It's
Tracy.
where I'm most happy. So we have to do it live.
Oh,
Lisa in
so
live.
sexy F, yeah.
That is so fire.
Oh,
Hold
Lisa and
on.
live, yeah. Yeah.
That is so fire.
I'm gonna screenshot that.
You just earned a whole catalog playlist on my
Oh, really good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Lisa
no,
in
that's
live.
thank
Shout
you
out to
so
Tracy.
much. Oh,
So like Lisa in life, but Lisa in
I
live.
just
Huh?
looked over at the chat and there's Camille. Do you see Camille in the chat?
Yeah, I know Camille.
Camille Paco is her name. Do you see her in the chat?
Yes, I
Yeah,
see
that's
her.
one of my best friends. She lives in my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's been on my list for a long time. I've seen her name for
Oh
a while.
yeah. Oh yeah. She
Lisa
really
in
likes
live.
your live, and she watches the TDIP lives too, and Ray's lives too, and she is actually she's like in her room right over there right now.
Right now.
Yeah, she's like my roommate. So that is so fun. So thank you, Kimmy. I know.
That's too funny.
Oh, that is
That
so
is
good.
too funny.
Oh, I love her. I love her. She's my best friend. I love her.
Ashley says
So
Lisa in live with a goat.
Lisa live with the goat. Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, we're gonna have to nail it down to something. But at least we're on to something. We're on to something here. But it's my way of easing you into the reaction community because I really feel like you need to be
Oh,
doing it.
Camille is going to come and say hi.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
I don't see you. I didn't see her.
Mets-toi derrière moi. Mets-toi derrière moi. So there she is with her red flaming hair.
How you doing? So how do we say it? Camille or Camille? How do we say the name?
It's Camille.
Camille.
Camille. Yeah, that's the French way of saying it.
Kind of like come here. That sounds like
Yeah,
my daughter.
like
That's how my daughter says come here.
like come here.
That's how my daughter says come here.
Camille.
So that's how my daughter speaks. She says come here. So she'll probably pronounce it much better than I can.
Oh, thank you for all the hearts in the chat. That's so cute. She's going to love that.
Yes.
Well, yeah. So I think the idea is really great. I think you should.
If you're willing, of course.
Oh, I am so willing to do that. That would be really cool. So we can set that up and talk about it, and see how we can manage. But I think that's a really cool idea, and it would be really great.
Yeah, and then maybe we can
let's
flood
do that.
more to the other channels and stuff like that. Because you got some great things going on, and we need that to live a little longer and a little louder. But yeah, that's an idea. And we'll talk about it behind the scenes. We'll get more into detail, and maybe we could do it like once a week or something like that.
Great idea. Let's do that.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, we're gonna wrap this one up today. I know I usually take 30 minutes. I started wrapping it up 30 minutes ago. You see, I'm very consistent. I'm very consistent.
Oh, you are. Yeah.
Thanks for joining, everybody. Appreciate it. Appreciate the donos too. Some donos came in today. Appreciate that. And so look out for Go and Lisa in the future, in the near future, very near future. We're just gonna have to work out the kinks and figure some things out. Make sure.
Oh
You know,
yes, they
maybe
changed it,
maybe we
and
can
I'm
get a list
sure.
going. We get a list going. Maybe I'll ask the
Yeah,
Patreon to give us a list.
you know
You
what you
know.
can do? You could maybe do like we could do a community post with a poll or something to see,
Oh yeah,
what
yeah,
would
we do that.
what would
Yeah,
interest
absolutely.
people, and yeah, we
I'll
could go
tag you
from
in it,
there.
and then you'll always see it, and then we can
Yeah.
see who's voting for what.
Okay. Yeah, we
Yeah,
can do that.
I got some songs that I already want you to get into as well. But I would like to do like
Oh
a
yeah.
new one for both of us. That would be like
Oh yeah.
fresh.
Well, I have a small list because I've been going through a lot of songs, but I have a small list of songs that I don't know of, right? So we can
Okay.
maybe do that. I can send it over to you.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Manny. Really, it goes straight to my heart that you had me on today. It was really, really fun, and we had a good laugh as always, and talked
Yes.
about deep stuff as always.
Yes.
So always a good convo there, and thank you for being in the chat, everyone, and sending all of those good ideas, because I think Lisa and live is really a good one.
It
So I'm
really
going to
is.
keep
No.
that in mind. Yeah,
It really is. It
I'm
really
gonna
is.
steal that
You-
one from
yeah, I was
Tracy.
about to say that should be like a playlist in your section, like where
Oh
you
yeah,
do Lisa.
yeah, it should be. Well, probably I'm going to have a playlist. When I do lives on my channel, I have a playlist Lisa and live. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah. I guess mine would have to be Lisa in Live with the goat, so people don't get confused.
Yeah.
Because that's definitely a
Uh,
thing you should do. Because Lisa, I don't even want that. I almost feel like that belongs to you. Like that's such a good one.
like
Like
Lisa and the goat.
yeah, Lisa and the goat. We'll have to think of something. Because I do like Lisa in Live because it's like
Yeah.
we're on my channel. I'm live, but I'm with Lisa, so that's pretty dope. I do like that
Oh
idea. It
yeah, we
is
can
cool.
now. Well, we'll negotiate that one out.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I just need
Yeah.
like 5%. I don't even need much.
Yeah.
I just
Okay, 5%. That it is no problem.
that's a great
Okay.
deal. It's a great deal. That's a
Well,
very generous offer. It's the best I can do right now, anyways, because I'm hurting. So I'm gonna need at least 5%.
okay.
I'm about
Okay,
to sell this
let's do that.
chain. I'm at that
That
point. I'm about
oh,
to sell.
5% plus the gold chain. Yeah, let's do
No,
that.
no, I'm about to sell this chain because I'm hurting. That's why I need the 5%.
Oh, I thought in exchange of. Okay.
No, no, I can't give you this. At least no, I can't give you. All right, guys. Thank y'all for pulling up, and I'm really gonna end the chat. I'm really gonna end the live this time. I know I said that for the past 35 minutes, but it was a pleasure. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for being so patient with me. My technical difficulties I had in the beginning, and then I had some other issues going on. And Lisa was just very, very patient and understanding, and I was very transparent. I had to tell her exactly what was going on, and she gave me some tips, and it actually helped out. You know, so
Yeah.
I
Oh,
haven't I don't
yes.
feel anything.
Yeah.
So I think you were right.
Yeah.
I did try what you
Yeah. Yeah.
told me, so thank you
Oh, very good.
for that
Perfect.
advice.
You'll know now.
And yes. So guys, have a good one, monologue Manny. All right, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys pulling up tonight. Shout out Jamaica. Jamaica, we're gonna have to chat. I'm gonna have you on here one of these days. I'm
Oh
interested
yeah.
in what her story is. Let me know when you drop that so I can check that out.
Yeah, yeah. I'll send it
Of
over
course
to
you
you.
will.
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah,
repost
yeah.
it.
Yeah, okay. Let's do that. As usual.
You
Okay.
you planning on posting anything else today? I'm just gonna go there and just repost.
Well, you know what? I'll just let you do the shorts of this one, and then I can repost your stuff, right? So I don't have to put any
Actually,
work into this.
no. Actually, I'm gonna need you to make the shorts for this one.
I don't even have access.
I'll give you
Oh,
access.
oh, perfect. Yeah, well, I was thinking about,
I
what
don't
should
even know
I
how to
do
make shorts.
tomorrow? I
That's
have,
how
I
far
have
beyond I am.
nothing to do. I just have
Oh,
nothing to
perfect.
do. I'm just always waiting for your stuff to come in so I can work, Manny.
That's why I had you today, because technically I need someone to come in and
Well,
make shorts for me. I don't even know how to make shorts. I really don't.
well, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to ask for more than 5%.
That is
I'm
crazy.
not a
I'm
5%
giving you
type of worker.
95%. I just need the
Oh,
5%.
oh, okay. Well,
Oh, you misunderstood our deal. Yeah, you get
no,
95, I
no.
get 5.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, but I didn't know it was working, for you. But let's do that. hmm You know what? What we can do is that the next live we go on, I'm going to market the shit out of the next live, and we're gonna have 500 people on it, and I'll take 95% of that. What do you say?
All right, you know what we can do? Hey, you know what we do? We'll go live, and I usually put a link in to where people donate. They don't donate to the group chat. We'll put Lisa and Life's link, and all the donations will go to you. And then 5 minutes. When 5 minutes are left, we'll switch it to mine, and I'll just get whatever is left for the 5 minutes.
Okay, perfect. Very good idea.
That's how generous I'm willing to be. You know.
Oh, incredible, Manny. Thank you so much.
We're just trying to build a community. That's what we're doing. Like, I'm not doing anything.
Sure, of course. I'm so grateful.
I'll be on your Instagram later in case I need to. In case my Instagram is dry and I need to post something, I'll just go see what you're doing.
I'm just gonna flood my stories so you can choose whatever you want.
Heather Nicole said 2 hours later, still haven't ended the live.
Yeah. But I can't do anything, guys. I'm stuck here. I am stuck here. I'm just waiting for the guy to stop the live.
This is literally the best place to be stuck. Oh, I accept the invite, Go. Oh, there you go. We're gonna have Jamaica on the show soon.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. Jamaica, I won't make you repeat too much of what.
Lisa. Yeah, Ashley. I am like digitally kidnapped in this live. I can't go anywhere.
Stop holding Lisa hostage. No, Donna goes, that's funny, but it's true.
Please, free Lisa.
That's ridiculous. You're gonna get me in trouble. All right. All right, guys, have a good one. Thank you for pulling up tonight. Lisa, thank you for pulling up today. Appreciate you. I had a blast, like always.
Yeah.
And the hashtags are starting. We gotta end it because the hashtags are starting. We'll talk later. We'll talk behind the scenes. We'll have to figure out what we're gonna do with this Lisa in live.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. It was really a lot of fun. Thank you.
Let's see some goats in the chat before we sign out. Let's see some goats and some hearts. Goats and some hearts. I can't leave until I see some goats and some hearts.
And more
come
goats.
Here.
More goats.
Yeah, more goats.
It's not come here. Come me. Come here.
Just gonna hate me.
Oh no.
Kia me free. I didn't know she was in here. Joanne. That's what I love to see. I don't know. I just get a happiness when I see all the ghosts and emojis. I can't leave until I see a bunch of them. It just makes me feel better. I'm so egotistical. It makes me feel better about myself. Lisa, you're amazing, they said. You see? They love you.
Oh, thank you so much, Ron. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you for the hearts. Thanks for the goats. Lisa, thank you for your time. And thank you for your patience as well.
You.
And this is where the show ends. I'm gonna have to end it here. All right.
Okay. I'll see you soon then.